All right. I wanted to make a quick video demonstrating some talking points about the Leatherman Surge versus the Gerber MP600. And so this comparison is going to pretty much be relevant to not only the Surge, but the Wave and pretty much any other style of Leatherman that has this style of plier head. I know the Super Tool 300 and the Mutt and I think there's a couple more that have the same exact plier head. So the handles might differ, but the plier head should be pretty much the same. But let's move these out of the way. So first of all, I wanted to just highlight this sheath that I've recently just purchased for the MP600. This is a wonderful, wonderful product, and I would recommend it to anyone who carries a multi-tool on a daily basis. But just look at how it captures the multi-tool. He looked at this Gerber. Someone looked at this Gerber and they were like, okay, let's study the geometry, let's study the design. Now let's look at the catch points. We need something to retain this in the sheath. Okay, well, you know, these tool locks stick up a good amount. That looks like it would be a good positive stop. Yeah, that works out pretty good. I mean, you could just tell that everything was thought out very well. And so I used to always have like the Leatherman sheath or the Gerber sheath, and it was always either a snap or Velcro, and I always preferred the snaps because I hate the sound that Velcro makes. But this is just such a satisfying, like, tactile experience here. I just love this. And the other thing that is a huge positive is I can set it like this, and then say if I have an iPad, I can set my iPad in between here and there, and it's got like a good, I'm sure that doesn't work for all of their sheaths and multi-tool combinations, but for this particular Gerber, it just so happens, I just love it when things work out like that. Anyway, so this is the manufacturer of the sheath. I got this off of Amazon for $25, and it's just, I just wanted to throw this out there and say thank you to Justin Myers and RAE Gear for making such a great product. Like I said, I bought this off of Amazon with my own money. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, just, you know, multi-tool or any kind of like tactical or survival videos. I come across this stuff, and I was like, hey, that looks like a good design, so I bought it, and it is. So highly recommend this. So now getting on to the point of this video is I want to talk about something that I don't see very many people talk about when they review multi-tools, and specifically compare multi-tools to each other. I've seen many videos comparing the Leatherman Surge to other multi-tools, and I've used a great deal of multi-tools myself. I carried this for a number of months. I've carried the Surge for 4 or 5 years. I've carried at least one of these for like 10 years. I've gone through a couple pairs. I put these through the ringer. I have abused these. I've put nails in the cutters and put my foot, my whole body weight on this to try and cut a nail. I've done all kinds of stuff with this multi-tool, and as you can see, this is a like the blade. I don't use the Gerber. I don't use the knife in something like this. The knife I carry is not very practical, but I like it because it's quick deploy. It's kind of like the, oh, what is that called? Something wave. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, this catches on your pocket right here, and this pops out. Oh, that's dirty. Well, anyway, Cold Steel, their knives are absolutely wonderful, very sharp, but I just like how quick to deploy this is. You pull it out of your pocket and it's ready to go. You can't get much faster than that. So anyway, this is not a throwaway multi-tool. However, it is a lot cheaper and easily accessible than something like this. This is $80, give or take. Some cases $100, I'm sure, I don't know. But right off the bat, look at these two. Look how straight and parallel these handles are in a closed position. Okay. Look how much of an A-frame this is. Okay. So which one do you think is going to be more comfortable to grip something like this? This is like a faucet, a hose fitting, garden hose style fitting. Okay. Apologize for my sniffling. Anyway, I come across instances like this on a daily basis where I have to undo fittings like this, and it's nice to just be able to take the closest pair of pliers that I have and undo this. And when I used to just carry this, these simple garden hose fittings or other fittings of similar size will make this feel useless. And you can get these, like this pair, I ordered a black pair of Gerber MP600 off of eBay for like, I don't know, $14. I took the pliers out of here, put it in this one. So now I got like a custom color going on. So more easily accessible, and I think more functional. Look at this. I can open these up very wide. Let me compare this. So those are opened up all the way. I'm going to open these up all the way. I'm going to put the pliers against one another here. Let's see. So the Gerbers open up a lot farther than the Leatherman does. Way farther. And at that spread, let's look at the handles. Okay, so there we go. You can see how much farther the Leathermans are open. And then let's see if I can keep these open. Okay, so it's hard to tell, but the Leathermans actually do have a slightly wider handle set because of how beefy the actual handle is because of the way that it conceals these. But just a picture's worth 1,000 words, and look at this. So if I try to put this on here, look at that. It will not seat all the way into the meatier portion of those jaws. The lighting looks terrible. I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. Let me see if I can redirect this lighting. Slightly better. I don't know if that helped or not, but anyway, we'll just go with it. So look at this. Now we're going to switch to the Gerber. So look at that. Seats right in there. And if I push this up against the pad of my thumb, you can see I got 2 knuckles over this handle over here. So I can get quite a purchase on this. Okay, so again, going back to the Surge, these are opened all the way. I cram this into my thumb. Look at that, my knuckle is just right at the edge, so I can only really get the top portion of my fingers over there. And so you start to try and squeeze that, it does not give you a confident grip at all. You're relying on the jimping on the needle nose portion, but then also in this kind of a grip, look at my hand. It wants to slide upwards. So these, in my opinion, you have a heavy duty multi-tool with pliers that are really only good for situations like fishing. That's just my opinion. And what's even worse is look at the Wave Plus. Now I'm missing a cutter head, but look at the Wave Plus. This is a smaller multi-tool. See how much smaller that is? And it actually goes deeper on the fitting than the Surge does, and the Surge is far larger, but still same angulation. My hand slides up. Okay, not very confident. Needless to say, I would be hard pressed to get this fitting out of here with the Surge. If I rotate this correctly, I can get this hex into the pliers, but even then, you're still plagued by the spread of the handles. I start to squeeze, my hand wants to slide up, so I'm squeezing on this, and I try to unscrew this. It's just not. It doesn't give you confidence at all. Okay. Let's try that again with the Gerber. So I reach up in there, get that seated nice. I get a nice purchase. See, the handles are still wide and these are smooth. You will have a little bit of slide going on, but the slide that you have compared to the grip that you have is far greater. So some days I carry two multi-tools. I carry the Surge because it's got better knives and scissors and whatnot, and I carry this. And I use this for all of my pliering, and I use the Surge for everything else that it has on it. So if I carried two of these, look at this. Even the needle nose version of these pliers, look at that. It goes right over that fitting. These pliers are actually broken because they don't have retaining pins right here. So we're relying on the mechanical force of me grabbing this fitting to keep them engaged. So I got those there. I'm gonna put these here. And if you'll see, I can actually undo this fitting. That was extremely tight, by the way. I can undo this fitting and save the day because these pliers are actually where it's at. And these, like I said, these are broken. I keep these around for parts. I don't actually use these. I use these on a daily basis. So again, if you have these pliers and then an adjustable wrench or something like that, you can do pretty much anything. So here again with the $80 Leathermans, I got a grip on this with the Gerber. Take a look at that seating. Try to grab this part. Sorry, it's hard to do this through the camera. I can kind of get that seated, but again, I got a whole lot more creep. And I'm right-handed, and I'm grabbing on this. I can keep my hand from sliding with the Gerber. But like I said on that Leatherman, it's just such a beefy tool, and my hands are pretty large. I'm gonna try to undo these. I don't know if they're tight or not, but it takes a lot more effort to kind of, look at that. You look at this and tell me if this looks comfortable. That's a lot, that's quite a squeeze I got going on there. Okay. So let me reseat the Gerber. This is really hard to do through the camera. Okay, let's see if I can undo this. Oh, the Gerber, the Leatherman slipped off and grabbed a hold of the threads. Okay. That's a pain in the ass. And I'm trying to be very sincere. I hope it comes across on the camera. I'm literally trying to undo these. So now I'm switching to two pairs of Gerbers. Okay. Get that seated in there nice and tight. Nice. Alright. Go with the broken needle nose pliers on the bottom here. Get that nice and seated. Now, this is on here tight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. And this is a unique situation. A lot of people, if their job depended on this, they are not going to depend on a multi-tool to get their job done. I'm just saying that I use pliers and I depend on pliers a lot. and I know which ones I can depend on. So there we go. Again, if you're going to be doing a lot of pliering, I know which one I would feel more safe with. Again, this is a garden hose sized fitting. Look at that, generous grip. Again, Leatherman Surge. Open all the way. That's as far in as you're gonna get. It's unfortunate, really. But like I said, I think these are more for like the retired fisherman, you know, or something like that. And in my opinion, this is, there's a reason why these were standard issue in the military for a while. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents worth, and I think you know which multi-tool I would rather carry for pliering. But regardless of what multi-tool you carry, again, I just want to point these guys out again. This is, I cannot state enough how much I'm happy with this sheath. This is just such a wonderful design. It's so mechanically oriented, it doesn't come out. Push down, pull out. Yeah. So if your sheath bugs you, then you should fix what bugs you, and check out RAE gear. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day.